Hey, what's up? My name's Kian, and I am giving you it's about to be 7 weeks tomorrow, post hysterectomy. It was a partial hysterectomy. I still have the ovaries and I still have my cervix. Um, wow, I feel great. I'm back to work. So the doctor signed me off to go back to work. My work is teaching. I'm a fitness instructor, so I teach Zumba. So I'm actually back to work dancing. Last week I was concerned because he sent me back actually a little bit earlier than last week. So he sent me back at 5 weeks to resume partial classes and modified working out. So I was concerned with that because, from all the stories that I'm looking at, especially on social media, everybody is, oh my goodness, 8 weeks, 7 weeks, I can't do anything. I'm still at home. I'm in the bed. There's no working out. So it kind of got into my head a little bit. I came back at 5 weeks. I felt great at the end of my classes. I used a chair and I didn't actually have to use a chair. I decided to use a chair and my classes were quite concerned. So they were so worried and kind of freaked out because my doctor signed me off at 5 weeks. A lot of them kept asking, oh my God, why would your doctor sign you out? It's so early, you got to take it easy. You still could be having such, problems or healing still could be going on when you don't realize it down inside. And, it gave me some anxiety. I'm not going to lie. It gave me some anxiety. I cried another time at the gas station. I guess that's where I have my anxiety attacks. So I cried at the gas station. But the funny thing is I talked to a friend of mine and they had told me, okay, but how do you feel? And at the end of my classes, I was doing modified working out dancing. I'd sit down. I do a lot of the arm motions. And when they said, how do you feel? I was like, well, I feel great. I didn't have a problem with how I felt. And so they were like, well, you need to go off of that feeling. Your doctor wouldn't sign you off to, go through all this craziness and have all these problems if he didn't know that you were going to be okay. So I said, okay, yeah, maybe you're right. I decided to do a follow-up appointment because I only had one appointment. So the one appointment was the 4-week checkup. I had that, and then that was great. I decided to make another appointment after dancing for a whole week. And like I said, I would feel great at the end of all my classes. I didn't feel like I overexerted myself. I didn't feel like, I was straining or, uncomfortable with movements or in any kind of discomfort or pain. So I wanted to make sure I was really, really good because I actually had to shoot a music video on the weekend. So I needed to know that way, I could dance. And my doctor said everything was fine. He did a little examination. He's like, really it's a mind game. Most people are off 6 to 8 weeks and even longer, he said, because they're not as healthy. So flat out, what he's considering healthy is because before I actually had my surgery, I was teaching up to 10 classes a week doing Zumba. I eat healthier, although I do eat my regular foods, which I always talk about. I eat regular food a lot. I love my regular food. But overall, I do eat healthier and I'm active. So he said the people who usually are not as active, who might have some health issues, might have heart condition, smoke, maybe even overweight, would have a harder time in the healing process. Therefore, they may take longer to heal. So it was getting into my head because I'm like, well, wait a minute, you're signing me off. You said I could dance. You said I can, do my Zumba. He actually even said that he has, look at me, I'm just trying to fix my hair while I'm trying to fix my hair too because, Anyway, so he said that he signs people to be released to do full activity and at 5 weeks and go jogging. And I was like, what? At 5 weeks to go jogging? So he put a pep in my step. Then I was like, okay, well, yeah, I can do this stuff. I can physically dance. I can, work out modified. I still am not able to do core training. So that's 8 weeks. And then also squats are at 8 weeks. I still demonstrate the start of a squat. Like I start to bend down a little bit and then my class takes over. But for the most part, everything could be achieved right now. So I did my video on Sunday and it was on a location or at a location, I should say, that was just hot, hot. Nothing but concrete, no shade. We were out there probably like 3 hours, and we were cranking out this video, and I danced, and I actually danced full out as best as I could because, I haven't danced in 6 weeks or whatever. So I danced full out. I was hot. I felt a little lightheaded at times, and that was really because of the heat. Other than that, I felt great. I didn't experience any type of pain or discomfort. We had to actually walk. It was like a hike to the location in the heat. So I did all that. And then, I was able to get into shade, get water, rest. I rested the rest of the day. And then I turned around and had 2 classes to teach the following day. So I don't know. I still feel great. I don't feel like I'm overexerting myself. I'm still taking it easy. I'm not using a chair in my class any longer. I am standing and physically dancing. However, I am demonstrating the next move and the class takes over. So it's more so like that. Sometimes I do a couple more moves and then the class takes over. But 90% of the time I've been just kind of like, okay, here's the start of salsa. And then the class takes over. So I wanted to let you know that tomorrow is the 7 weeks, and I feel great. I have been experiencing, however, UPS is here too. So funny. Anyway, so I've been experiencing period-like symptoms, and so that's crazy. Cramping, and it's not in my stomach. It's not, like because I was dancing or anything like that. This is more so like as if I had a period, and it's funny because this is the time I would have a period. And I also am linked up with a few of my girlfriends who are in my classes because we're pretty close outside of class. And so the discomfort, because it's not really pain, like, oh my God, I got to take something. It's like a discomfort feeling. Cramping down in the vaginal area, slight cramping. Like I'm clenching on, I don't know, like other ways to describe it. But anyway, so that's what's going on. But it is because I have ovaries and I'm still releasing, the eggs. I have hormones. It's still, everything else is still working. So that's where that sensation is coming from. Today I feel great. I had to run around, did a couple of things. I actually went back to the hospital today because I had to drop something off for a patient, and the front desk staff remembered me from coming in weeks ago, and they're like, whoa, you were cut too, because I had the C-section cut. So they were kind of surprised. They're like, you look amazing. You look like you just never even had surgery. So I feel great. I feel great. I would take the fact that I might have some period-like symptoms over not fully having a period any day. And now I'm also part of the white crew party, meaning that I could wear more whites. I wouldn't have to worry about any accidents. I wouldn't have to worry about, just anything. I used to, book events based on my period because, if I had a crazy period, there's no way I can do an event, or go out of town or, just it's so many things that you really now are appreciative of when you get this type of surgery. And I'm not saying everybody get the surgery, everybody needs a hysterectomy. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I'm so appreciative because I don't have to experience the severe pain, the fibroids, the discomfort, the sensation of feeling like I'm going to pass out. I'm not experiencing any of that stuff anymore. I'm just in healing. I'm in healing. The swelling is still there. It's not as bad, so that's going down. You can also start to see the top of my abs and my obliques, so that's a plus because I'm not even doing any core work. I actually gained weight during this time. I noticed a lot of people were, excited because they were losing weight during the surgery. And I had a different mission because I was already quite small. I'm a size 0 and like around 130, 129 pounds, 130. So I was quite tiny and I always wanted to gain a little bit more weight to build more muscle. So I did gain weight. I started out going in at 136 pounds. It dropped because of the surgery a little bit with the fibroid and the uterus removal. And now I'm at 139. So I'm quite pleased with that. I want to make it to at least 142, maybe even 145. I don't know. But like I said, this has been a blessing. Still in recovery though, still healing. But I'm active. I am definitely active, and I feel great every single day. I'm not tired like I used to be. Where I would sleep all day if I did one thing, and then I feel like I had to go back to sleep. Or if I slept for hours and I wake up, I feel like I've never slept at all. I don't have that anymore. So I've been actually lacking sleep and going to bed like super, super late, or getting up extra early because I can't sleep. So that's kind of, a little bit of an issue, insomnia. But I'm still able to get up between 6 and 6:30 every morning, start my day. I feel great. Yeah. So this is the coming up on 7 weeks post partial hysterectomy. And I just want to let you know that, you know what? It's a good decision. I'm glad I did this, because I would have waited and waited and waited, and the outcome wouldn't have been great. All right. So thank you guys, and I will definitely keep you updated. Have a great day.